Hi, people. We're living in serious times, so I'm going to do a video. I want people to be more enlightened and understand really what's going on. We're being manipulated into arguing and fighting with each other. And as well as that, it's the perfect time because of the eclipses that we're going through. It's eclipse season. There's a lot of information that we're receiving now. People are becoming more enlightened and awake to their purpose and what's going on. So truths are coming out. So we need to really stand firm together and come in unity instead of fighting each other and feeling like we're doing a good thing if we're kind of, trying to fight against racism, trying to fight against all this kind of stuff. I grew up with racism all my life, so I understand racism, and I want equality for all humans. But what I'm seeing is that they're using racism now as a way to divide us again, to create a divide between us. So people, I've got friends on Facebook and things like that that's posting stuff, about black people. This is white people that's posting stuff and feeling that they're defending, but they're so angry about the disharmony. They're deleting friends. They're kind of getting really worked up about it. But what it is, we need to come together, not fight each other. This is, I think, the only way we're going to kind of get through this is by coming together in real unity instead of fighting each other and feeling that we're doing something good if we post something against what's happened. If we post things saying, Black Lives Matter and all this kind of thing, yeah, Black Lives Matter, but all lives matter. All our lives matter, They've brought in 5G and all this kind of stuff without our consent. They've done so many things without our consent that really I don't believe that looking at racism and arguing with amongst each other about racism is going to be the way forward. I feel the way forward is to come together, to realize what they're doing, the people in higher places, what they're doing, because I know they've put bricks in sort of certain areas. I've heard so many different things and seen so many different stories. There's been people, obviously, that's exposed some of the truth as well, that it was a fake thing. That was, I don't know whether it was actually fake, but there's people that's given their name and said it was actually fake, the whole thing that happened. Because the petrol prices, if you look in the background of the police cars and that sort of thing, the petrol prices are not the same as what they are in this time now, So there's a lot of information out there if we do enough research. But if we're so bogged down and focused on fighting each other, on feeling that we're doing our thing for black people, and we're coming, we're fighting racism and all this kind of thing. No, we're not, because it goes on a much, much deeper level. So having one day, Blackout Tuesday or whatever they're, doing, no, how is that going to help, the people that's really facing the real racism and has faced it for years and years and years? It's not really going to help. But what will help for me, definitely, is for all of us to get together and realize we are all one. a lot of truths are getting brought to the surface now because of the times that we're living in. It's a different energy. It's a different time that we're living in. And I think the sooner we realize this and kind of start getting together in the way that we need to, join together in unity with peace and love amongst each other, we have to all deal with our own personal thing. I feel that's the answer. Look at the love inside of you, what you have to share with each and every one of your fellow friends and human beings, whatever color, whatever, black, white, thin, thick, it really doesn't matter. It's the love that you're showing. Look how we even treat animals. There's so many dog lovers out there that loves dogs and that kind of thing, cats and dogs, and keeps them as pets. But, really, I think we need to look at ourselves as even human beings doing that sort of thing, and then eating meat. How could you say that you love animals and this sort of thing, and then you're eating meat? Animals that's been tortured and kept in sort of cooped up spaces, and and I'm not saying that I'm totally vegetarian and I haven't eaten meat or I don't eat meat, because I have done. The point is when we're such hypocritical people within ourselves that we're not looking at what we're doing as human beings to the planet, and what we're doing to what we're agreeing to, because we're not killing the animal that we're eating, it's kind of okay. It's not us doing it. It's, we're not the ones that's being cruel because we didn't actually kill the animal. Even if we're eating it, we're a part of it. We're definitely a part of that animal being killed, because if we didn't eat it, they wouldn't have to kill them no more. It's like leather, where does that come from? It comes from animal skin. When we realize, it's like we've gone through the fur thing, and lots of people have come away from fur and that kind of thing because, they realize that it's a bit cruel to kill animal just for their furry skin, But we still use leather. We still use a lot of leather. If we used it from animals after they passed away, that would be okay. That would be healthy. But not actually killing animals and breeding animals just to kill for their fur or their skin or to eat. I think we have to really realize as human beings what we're doing and make big changes within ourselves before we can judge others for what they're doing. I think the only way forward is coming together in unity, communicating with each other, showing each other, love and respect and honesty. Really, really coming together is the only way forward, I believe. It was a full moon last night, so I've done a lot of clearing, a lot of cleansing. I feel this is part of what we all have to do. We all have to cleanse ourselves and really take a deep look at ourselves and how we're living our life and make the changes. Maybe part of it as well is like we don't believe in a God or a higher power that we're all connected to, that we all come from. Source energy, whatever you want to call it, we all come from somewhere. And we can choose whether we want to be loving or whether we want to live in fear against whatever it is, against other people, against, being broke or skint or, there's so many different things that's going on. We have to really take a look at ourselves and really make the changes in order to move forward. I feel we're in serious times and there's some serious things that's on its way. I feel that a lot of people are going to die because this is part of the purging of the earth, because we've done so much damage that I feel that it's inevitable that it's going to happen. I don't know how. I've had certain readings that I've heard that there's going to be a blackout for 3 days that's coming very soon. It all sounds very scary, and I don't want to scare anyone, but it's part of sort of realizing that there is a new energy that's coming, and if we can get in alignment and try to work with our higher self, our higher spiritual self, that is, I feel that we can get through this and really create something beautiful, a beautiful place to live, you know, with each other, you know, in love and peace and unity. And I feel that's the way forward. Anyway, I will be making a later video later on. It was just a quick video because I haven't posted for a few days now. I've been doing a lot of meditation, a lot of research and that kind of thing. So I will be posting later on. Okay, see you soon.